I just found out that my boyfriend has been cheating on me with his mom throughout our entire relationship. I'm absolutely disgusted right now and I don't know what to do. My boyfriend and I have been together for almost a year now. We met at my mall food court job and immediately hit it off. After a month of knowing each other, he asked me to be his girlfriend. Of course, I said yes. Our relationship has been pretty great up to this point. He takes me on dates, compliments me, and just makes me feel super special. The only weird thing is, he would never let me meet his mom. His parents are divorced and have been for almost his entire life. The divorce was messy, and his father ended up getting full custody. They had the typical every other weekend and 6 weeks out of the summer setup. I have met his dad and his paternal family, but he would be weird when I brought his mom up. He would tell me things like, "We have a complicated relationship," or, "I'll tell you about it later on." About 3 months into the relationship, I began to realize he would never answer his mother's calls or texts around me. He would hastily clear it out or step into another room to talk to her, even if it was just texting. I tried to not let it bother me because I wanted to respect his boundaries. Last week, he spent the night with me for the first time. I woke up around 3 a.m. because of a bad dream, and I couldn't go back to sleep. I rolled over to grab my phone in the dark but accidentally picked his up instead. I looked at the messages from his mother. I opened his phone and began to read through them, and noticed they were mostly very inappropriate. There would be photos exchanged, explicit texts, and messages for them to meet up. I read the conversations in disbelief. I tried to pretend like it wasn't real and I dreamed it. A few days later, I confronted him about it. It didn't take long before he broke down and told me everything. He had been involved with his mother since he was 13 years old. They would meet once a week, sometimes more. They've been doing this throughout our entire relationship. He never told her that he had a girlfriend because he wanted them to still have their weekly meetings. At this point, I don't know what to do. I love him with all of my heart, but I am so upset with him and his mother. I haven't talked to him since he told me everything. After he told me, I ran out and drove to a town 2 hours away. I blocked him on every social media platform and his phone number. I changed the locks to my house. I have also called in sick to work for the week so he can't find me. What should I do? Make it work out or break up with him? Update. I have decided that I am going to talk to his dad and him both. I'll talk to his father first, then him. That way his father can help me figure out what course of action we may need to take. I messaged both of them an hour ago. His father agreed to meet this afternoon. I unblocked my boyfriend and I'm still waiting on a reply from him. I will update later after I talk to them both and decide what we should do. Update. I have no idea where to start with the events that have occurred within the past 11 hours since I last posted. I am still shaken up, and this is hard to process. My boyfriend finally messaged me back a few hours after I asked him to meet up with me. He agreed to meet me at his apartment. I made sure that I was going to talk to his dad before him so he could help me find the correct course of action for my boyfriend. Well, I met with the father. We will call him John. I was so scared before talking to John that I was shaking. My voice was unsteady and I had tears in my eyes when I walked in. I had no idea where to begin. John looked concerned, so he sat us down across from each other. I told John that I believe his son has been in an inappropriate situation for 6 years now. Of course, John was taken aback. I started to tell him about what my boyfriend told me. That's when John started to be more and more puzzled. He stopped me while telling the story I knew about my boyfriend and his mother. John told me that there's no way this is completely true. When he says this, I start getting confused as well. John tells me that my boyfriend's mother died in a car accident when he was 8. John never remarried or had a girlfriend. At this point, I am dumbfounded, and I have no idea what to say. John tells me that he didn't think my boyfriend's mother was inappropriate while she was alive, or why my boyfriend would even tell me this. John also tells me that he has no idea who Mom might be on his phone. I take a few minutes to calm down and think before I head over to my boyfriend's apartment. The drive was only about 10 minutes from John's house to my boyfriend's. I took this time to process what John told me and what I would say to my boyfriend. When I got to the apartment, I promptly went inside. I demanded answers immediately. I asked the truth about his mother, the messages I saw, and if they've really been meeting since he was 13. Of course, he apologized again and gave me the same story, but it made me angry. This is where I lost my cool. I yelled and told him that John told me that his biological mother had been dead for almost 11 years.